Good afternoon, and thanks for joining me today on Good Ship Happens. And yes, we're celebrating a very, very special birthday tomorrow. The United States of America turns 250 years old. That's really great too. Sorry, anything red and white and blue, but that's okay. I got a blue dress wear tomorrow. That's good too. So anyway, actually, the hat I'm wearing today, if you really like it, is actually one I bought at Ocean Cay MSC Marine Reserve. That's their private island in the Bahamas. I was there back in 2021 when they christened their ship there. They did their sand cutting for their Ocean Conservation Center. And last year I was on the World America christening cruise. Went up to sea for a couple of days. We actually docked right there. You docked right there, which is great. And they opened their Marine Conservation Center. They're building coral reef trees right there. And it was really fantastic because they met Dr. Sylvia Earle, the marine biologist I've been working with, but also what I did was at their private island, they have shops. And anything you buy gets back donated. But the thing is, I bought this hat in their little area for Marine Conservation Center. I really love it because isn't it beautiful? Yes. So I'm a little different kind of sailor today, but it really kind of matches with going red, white, blue. I'm just doing blue and white right now. But anyway, yes. So once again, happy birthday, United States of America. And cruise lines are doing wonderful things too, as far as celebrating on board their ships, of course, which is really great too. And what I love, I shared last week's episode, I think, but also I like too is with Carnival Cruise Line. What they did was they're redoing their hulls on their ships as the front part of the ship. What they're doing is they change it to having, it's called From Sea to Shining Sea on the front bow. Okay, which really looks beautiful. That's the front part of the ship. Also, they just did that on their Carnival Legend, just returned in service from her dry dock. And she's got her new From Sea to Shining Sea, but with their new hull, which was ahead of Memorial Day weekend too. But also, once they're going to be doing with all their ships too, which is really great too. So once again, it's just a really, really great way having this new crest reinforcing. This Carnival really is really being known as America's cruise line. Yes, they are. And they got a great story. I could talk about that forever. I won't, but as mentioned, the Carnival Legend just debuted back late end of May. She's the first ship that rolled out with their new design. It's called From Sea to Shining Sea. I'll have to find a photograph. It's so beautiful. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. I like to see what cruise lines do as far as their hulls, the front part of the ship too. Beautiful things, but this is really beautiful. From Sea to Shining Sea. And once again, Carnival really wants to get itself known as America's cruise line, which they really are. I mean, Mick Garrison's got a great, great story. His dad started our Carnival Cruise Line over 55 years ago, Ted Emerson, with one ship, Port Miami. And Mickey actually worked for his dad, okay? He didn't work in the office. He worked for his dad. I mean, seriously, really great story. I mean, he'd help deliver luggage, the whole thing, but right, fantastic person. His dad's been well dead for a while, but he's a good person. I've met a couple of times, just very, very phenomenal person. And also, in 2024, I mentioned this too, is also Gary Sinise, the actor, famous actor. He's got his nonprofit foundation too. And in 2024, in the fall, he reached out to Carnival Cruise Line because what they want to do is do a fundraiser for people by hurricanes in Florida. They reached out to Carnival Cruise Line. And that's also when they talked to Christine Duffy, the president of Carnival Cruise Line, to see if she might do part of a fundraising campaign. She agreed to do a tandem skydive fundraiser, right? She got trained. It was a tandem skydive with a professional, so it wasn't just off the plane by herself. It was a tandem skydive, but she got trained, of course, in advance. They filmed her getting ready to jump off the plane, right? Big smiles, right? Land 10,000 feet down on the ground, big smiles. It's amazing. I donated mine the day before, but also they raised over $90,000. And Mick Garrison, he actually matched it too. And also last year at a cruise conference, I talked to her. She's in my newest book too, but also she said, Cindy, I still can't believe I did that. But to do a stand-up skydive. And the fun thing is, I think I told people before too, is years ago when she got to school, she wanted to be a flight attendant, okay? But back then, you had to be a certain height and weight, okay? They don't do that now. Thank goodness. She was 2 inches too short to be a flight attendant. But then, how many years later, she fell in love with cruising. Also, I think she did her honeymoon on a cruise too, and also worked at Travel Agency, moved up. The thing is, do a tandem skydive. How fun, fundraiser, and successfully do it. It's a really great story too, so it's really good too. But also, a lot of good things too. I like the new hull that design that Carnival Cruise Line is doing right now. It looks so beautiful too. I love it. Just beautiful. Yeah. And like I said, what they've been doing too is mentioned they've got their private island, but also what they did was they've got they've got their exclusive area in Roatan, Honduras. Okay, and what they're doing is they just are introducing a new pool complex. They're rebranding it from it was I think called Destination Mahogany Bay to Isla Tropical. Okay, and the pool area, which is named Mangrove Bay, adds 48,000 square feet of recreational space to the destination. Amenities include a children's splash pool, okay, a swim bar, adjacent bar service, poolside day beds, cabana, lounger area, Peninsula 2. It's going to be the first pool of its kind at this destination since it actually opened back in 2009. Yes, yes. It's actually in Roatan, Honduras, okay, which is really great. So what they're doing is they're changing the name to Isla Tropical. And as mentioned, it's a big investment for Carnival Cruise Line Corporation, but also it's just gives more ambience too. Because once again, with cruise lines, I think I mentioned before, but the first cruise line to have their own private island years ago was actually Norwegian Cruise Line, Great Stirrup Cay. The first cruise I took was just a 3-night cruise. We went to Nassau, Bahamas, but we also went to their private island. It was gorgeous, Great Stirrup Cay, and that's I really, really fell in love with cruising too. Okay, but also what they do is they've expanded like crazy, which is great too. But once again, private islands are gorgeous. Cruise lines really focus on that too because they can really create their own experiences, which is great too. And also, when cruising started returning, thank goodness, after we went through COVID-19, cruise lines focus on those first because they control everything there too. And once again, it's great. You've got expansions with different cruise lines actually having their own private islands. Also, as mentioned, I've been to Ocean Cay MSC Marine Reserve. It's gorgeous. And what they're doing is they're expanding it. So I'll actually be able to dock 2 ships there too. Also, with Norwegian Cruise Line's Great Stirrup Cay, they didn't have a place for the ships to dock. Okay. How you got there? You had to board a ship tender and then you got right there. So I've done that several times to be there. It's gorgeous. I love it. But they finally built their new dock there. They can dock their ships right there, which is great to walk off the ship right there. And it's just amazing too, because once again, it's such a great experience and, get your venues to do too, pool areas, entertainment, shopping, and of course, with the Ocean Cay MSC Reserve, they've got their own, now their Marine Conservation Center too. It's great too, but it's really wonderful what they're doing too. And as mentioned, going back to Isla Tropical, which is Carnival Cruise Line's exclusive area in Roatan, Honduras. They just renamed it from Mahogany Bay to Isla Tropical. It's been they've been going there for 16 years now. And it's drawn actually 9 million visitors and generated over $750 million for economic impact, which is great too. It looks gorgeous. And like I said, it looks really great. I'm glad how they just renamed it too. So it's really great too. And it's it operates under Carnival Cruise Line's Paradise Collection, which is their growing line of exclusive cruise destinations, their private islands. That's really good too. So yes. Something else that's really good too is, of course, cruise lines do have a lot of special events going on with the celebration of the United States of America's 250th birthday. Yes, tomorrow, but they're doing different things aboard their ships too, which is really great too. And also, please keep in mind, cruise lines do have special rates for veterans. They do. They're amazing what they do for veterans. Really great too, and just how they celebrate veterans because veterans work so hard too. So, but the fun thing is too is another ship coming out too. and it's actually under Margaritaville at Sea. Okay, they've been around for a bit, and what they did was, yes, they came up through another area too, but also with Margaritaville at Sea, they're just celebrating their actually third year operating. What they do is they've got their new ship coming out, and it's called Beachcomber. I love the name, and with Beachcomber, that's their new ship coming out. It's in the process of getting renovated, and what they did was they mentioned things they're doing too. They're expanding live entertainment with their Beachcomber debut, and I know the Beachcomber is going to be coming out. Let's see here on 2027. Okay, it was actually the Costa Fortuna, and it was a ship they took over, and it was a Costa Fortuna, but it actually would accommodate 3,450 guests and has more than 1,300 staterooms, okay, 13 passenger decks. But the best part now is undergoing a lot of refurbishment too. But anyway, they just announced some things as far as live entertainment, which is great too. With the Beachcomber debut, their new third ship, which is great. And they did was they want to bring live music to the center of the onboard experience for guests. It's their third vessel, Beachcomber, in the process right now being refurbished, okay, but also it's going to enter service from Miami, which is great. January 2027, so what? 9 months off maybe, but also they did too, as the ship's going to debut the cruise line's most intensive entertainment program to date. They're going to combine concert-style productions with the industry's first artist-created live music, developed in partnership with American country music artist Zac Brown, too. And as mentioned, at the heart of the program is going to be, it's called Same Boat, okay? It's a live music venue that's designed with Zac Brown and promoted to be the first artist-curated performance space aboard a cruise ship. And it was inspired by Brown's touring career, also maritime influences too. And the venue is going to feature regular live entertainment performances, themed interiors, dedicated music program intended to really become a focal point of Beachcomber's onboard entertainment too. Also, Beachcomber is going to introduce 3 original production shows developed exclusively for their new flagship. They've got Friday Night Country. It's been designed to really create an atmosphere of outdoor country music concert to y'all country music. Also, combining the contemporary country music with audience participation, choreography. Also, the Red, White, and Margaritaville adopts a more theatrical format too, which is great too. Also, they've got a backdrop of American rock music, supported by a large scale of stage effects, also illusional background too. Also, they've got it's called, I think, Club Friego, draws inspiration from the nightlife of Miami, Puerto Rico, and Havana, presenting Latin music and dance in both family-friendly, adults-only late-night performances too. And each production is going to actually be presented several times during every voyage, okay, which lets passengers experience a full entertainment program regardless of the itinerary length too, which is great too. Also, the new shows form part of their wider strategy to strengthen Beachcomber's entertainment offering while really expanding the variety of different live performances available throughout the ship. And of course, beyond theater, the Beachcomber is going to feature in a large selection of bars and lounges designed to reinforce their music-oriented destiny. Alongside their Same Boat venue, they have passengers will actually be able to access a wide range of social spaces, including poolside venues, a Polynesian-inspired lounge, also Speakeasy Cocktail Bar, features drinks by South American flavors. And as mentioned, she's going to be sailing year-round from Port Miami starting in January 2027. She'll be operating on 7 to 10-night cruises to destinations within the Eastern and Western Caribbean, also including new entertainment and product from the Margaritaville at Sea, which is great too. So once again, that's really kind of fun too. So once again, it's called the Beachcomber, coming out in January 2027. She's in the process of being refurbished right now, a former Costa Cruise Line ship, but that's really kind of fun too. So yes, keep in mind too. I like the name of the ship too. Don't you like that, Beachcomber? Yes. Something else too is, the river cruise industry has grown like crazy because once again, I think today more than ever, when cruising first started 50 some years ago, it was more getting into industry, right? Taking ships, Caribbean where you sail, different things too. Cruise lines started doing Alaska, different things too. But also with river cruising, it came up probably about maybe 30 years ago, maybe. And of course, one really great company is called AMA Waterways. They just celebrated their 24th year earlier this week. Yes, AMA Waterways. AMA means love, of course, too, but they do river cruises over in Europe, plus expand like crazy. But once again, with European river cruises, the mainstay is not that I'm bad-mouthing anybody that wants to do a tour, but the thing is with the river cruises in Europe and other places too, the river cruise ship is actually a floating hotel. My parents have done, they did several trips over to Europe, originally my own agency, but the point is too, is you had actually, go to the hotel, do tours, go back to the hotel, maybe check out to another hotel. So to hop from hotel to hotel. And then in the key with the river cruising, what's great too is the ship is your floating hotel and they're small. They dock right there. A lot of river cruises actually have later night departures too, which is great too. You can see beautiful places to see too, which is great. And the cruise lines actually getting into river cruising is actually Celebrity Cruises. Yes, they just announced it. I think earlier this year, last year, but it's called Celebrity River Cruises. Celebrity's been around for a long time, and what they're doing is they're doing river cruises. Okay. And they're just releasing some more information on this too. But what they're doing is, by the way, Celebrity Cruises is owned by Royal Caribbean Parent Group, okay? And they've been around, Celebrity Cruises has been around for years. I fell in love with Celebrity Cruises when I first sailed on them, and I have my original passenger card, which is 109, okay? So I have the card, amazing. But anyway, what they do is Celebrity Cruises decided to get into river cruising, okay, in Europe, and they just announced they're introducing curated before and after stays across Europe. Right. So it's really great too, because what they did was they really are expanding their European holiday program with the introduction of before and after stays, which is a series of guided multi-day land experiences designed to really complement their river cruise itineraries too. So these are available before embarkation or following disembarkation too. So anyway, you can actually do that. So instead of actually having to fly and then get on the ship, you fly in, can stay a couple of days, and then actually board the ship, which is great too. It gives you some time to really relax too, because once again, they mentioned that their programs right now are available for booking with departures in Prague and Budapest for 2027, while Amsterdam and Lausanne will join the portfolio in their 2028 season too. And it's really kind of designed as an extension of their onboard experience too. So each 2 and 3 night stay really combines premium accommodations with locally guided explorations intended to really provide guests with a deeper understanding of each destination ahead of time, which is great too. And Laura Hodges Bashi, she's the president. She's a great person, met her, but also she said that this program has been created to really strengthen the guest connections with Europe's culture, history, and also communities, showing travelers to experience destinations beyond the traditional cruise itinerary too. So once again, too, as each program includes a discovery collection excursion led by local specialists, referred to as local storytellers too. I like that because I'm a storyteller too. They're local storytellers, while destination insiders provide personalized recommendations throughout each of their stay. And guests can choose at least 3 different themed excursions each day with options centered on subjects as far as history, gastronomy, art, and also local culture, which allows itineraries to really be tailored to individual interests too. And as far as Amsterdam, one of the featured experiences follows the city's contemporary street art scene under a guidance of a local artist, which concluding with participants contributing to a collective mural, which is really great too. So if you're an artist, think about this. Okay, you can contribute to a mural, right? Also, Prague's program also offers different alternatives too, including tours that explore the city's medieval and Cold War history. Walks actually examine its links to alchemy and also the Gothic architecture, and experiences which highlight Czech brewing traditions through visits to historic taverns too. And the before and after stays, of course, include premium or ultra premium centrally located hotels too, which is great. Daily breakfast, which is great. Transfers between the hotel and the ship, a fully coordinated itinerary, which really enables guests to really extend their holidays without having to arrange traditional logistics independently too. It's great too. And once again, these are now available for travelers that may be seeking to have a further destination immersion too. And once again, these land programs accompanies Celebrity River Cruises expanding into the European deployment, which actually includes 33 different sailings in 2027, 150 sailings in 2028, and more than 50 destinations on the Rhine and Danube rivers. Also, in addition to cruise operations, Celebrity Cruises, of course, through Royal Caribbean Group, continues to collaborate with other regional organizations too, local businesses, culture, to really support the artisans, agriculture producers too, and heritage, which is really great too. So once again, how fun that Celebrity Cruises is now offering special curated before and after stays across Europe. And with their river cruising, Celebrity River Cruise is going to start in 2027. So that's really great too. Other things too is we've got, of course, I know that we've talked about new ships, which is really great too. And like I said, we've got other ships that are coming out. So this year too, one is actually with the Explorer Journeys. That is a part of the that's part of MSC's parent group. Explorer Journeys is actually their luxury cruise line. And they've got, of course, their new ship coming out later on this August. It's called the Explorer 3, and it's Explorer Journeys. It's going to actually be christened in August this year. Her now says it's going to be August 3rd, 7-night Barcelona to Lisbon. Their main scene is going to be Mediterranean, Northern Europe, Greenland, and Iceland, East Coast, and then USA, Caribbean too, which is great too. It's luxury, very luxury too. Also, we've got, let's see here. We've got, the MSC Cruises. Their World Asia is coming up in later this fall, which is great. And they're coming some really fun things too as far as their cuisine, dining. I'll share more later too. I've just got a lot of updates on what they're doing to them, ship as far as their dining. And another ship just got christened actually was American Maverick. Okay. I love the name. That is actually American Cruise Lines. They're family owned US, of course. And they just christened and started saying the new ship, the American Maverick. I'm in the process of writing about it right now too, but it looks phenomenal. And once again, as mentioned, it's a family-owned company. They also own the ship, the company that actually builds their own ships too. Really great. But it's really great too. And as far as the American Maverick, love the name. It's kind of fun, isn't it? But he was christened the ship too, and their godmother was actually Susan Renner. And the brand new American Maverick just accommodates just 130 guests. It's a small ship, has 4 decks, all private balcony staterooms, including singles and suites. Plus, they've got numerous spacious lounges, including their top deck lounge with a walking track, main restaurant, a chart room, also casual cafe, along with fitness center, and special onboard amenities too. It's really great too. That's American Maverick, okay? And it's the newest ship that's the newest cruise ship being built in the USA, which is great too. And it's American Cruise Lines, okay? And as mentioned, with American Cruise Lines, they're 100% U.S. flag fleet, and they dedicate the domestic cruise market with their true American spirit and innovation too. And this 4th of July, the country celebrates, of course, their 250th anniversary, and America will have more domestic itineraries and more new small build ships entering the U.S. waterwalks any other time in the company's history, 50-year-long history too. And as mentioned, American Cruise Line is actually the largest river cruise line in the United States, with 28 small ships sailing on the Mississippi River, the Columbia and Snake Rivers, also Great Lakes. And they also have going to protected waterways as far as Alaska Inside Passage to the Florida Keys. Also, they've got, let's see here what they offer, as mentioned, domestic small ship cruises. And like I said, today it's really the only 100% U.S. flag fleet of riverboats and small ships too in the world too. So once again, they're really, really great. And mentioned their new American Maverick, which is christened. That was actually the second new ship christened and launched this year earlier too. But she was christened, let's see here, in June 22nd. She's christened. They christened the American Maverick in Newport, Rhode Island. I think the week before, but they did their Ships in Harbor 5-day New England Islands cruise, sailing round trip from Providence, Rhode Island. And the celebration took place with guests on board too. Also, many employees from their headquarters in Connecticut too. And as mentioned, the American Maverick is actually the newest small cruise ship in the country, and lays in the company's growing fleet of ships exclusively designed for cruising in the USA, which is great too. So once again, the American Mavericks christening festivities took place. It was a really nice sunny day, which is great, and overlooked Newport Harbor, with many people close to the company. More than 50 employees from the line's home office. Also, American Cruise Line's president, CEO Charles B. Robertson. Also, he gave remarks, and also the American Mavericks godmother, Susan, her last name is Renner. She's American's board chair and treasurer. Also, christening attendees gathered on the American Mavericks top deck for the official blessing, also ceremonial bottle smash, followed by their traditional New York, England lobster bake too. Really fun too. They did a lobster bake. That's like a tradition. They're really fun too. So anyway, really great too. So once again, just got christened in June. It's great too. That's the second new ship christened this year. Keep in mind, because they're really great company too. They've been around for years, so that's good too. As far as the other ships coming out too, I've got I know Carnival's got more ships coming out too. They've got their Excel class ships, more Excel class ships coming out too. They mentioned the Carnival Festival is going to come out in April next year, 2027, and the Carnival Tropical is going to come out in 2028. As far as where they're sailing from, the Carnival Festival is going to depart from Port Canaveral, Florida, and the Tropical's home port is going to actually be in Galveston, Texas. Okay, and then their sister ships include the Mardi Gras, the Carnival Celebration, and Carnival Jubilee too, which is great too. So once again, the Carnival Festival is going to debut in April next year, and she'll be sailing from Port Canaveral, Florida, and she's got 3 new zones. Okay, 2 zones across decks 6, 7, and 8 will really celebrate music. Okay, and with music-themed venues, also immersive experiences representing the ways in which music really brings people together too. And the first will be take its cues from music creation process with interactive media, lighting, and sound. The second is going to really showcase the energy of outdoor music performance too. And they've got their Spoon Studio 727, and this really encompasses the Spark on Deck 6. It also features their signature Alchemy Bar, which is enhanced by their dedicated atrium side space and its own live music stage 2, having live musical performances too. And then on Deck 7, they've got their mix bar, okay, with a turnable turntable themed watering hole. Love that watering hole, where patrons can actually create custom cocktails to order. Also, staple libations too, and also this level is going to include the prize their Lemon Light Lounge too. Also, Festival on Deck 8 is going to have, it's described as their brightly covered promenade, connecting guests to several food and beverage venues through an atmosphere that really transformed day to night with evolving lights and sounds too. Among that, it's going to include their festival grounds coffee and bar for a specialty Java, also festive beverages too. Dining offers will feature extend to Piazza Palooza. Oh, I'm sorry, Pizza Palooza, right? And then they've got their ramen rolls, deli food trucks to grab quick bites too. Then also the third new zone is going to be on decks 16, 17, 18. They got Sensation Point, new outdoor area for family fun and all ages entertainment. And by replacing Vault, their Ultimate Sea Coaster from previous sister ships really expanded their Carnival Waterworks Ultra Water Park, which will reside right there too. And it's going to be actually being the largest water park from the line ever too. Also, the zone is going to actually showcase half a dozen water slides, a separate splash pads with their own slides, also spray elements, and a baby center aquatic area. And also they've got 6 main new slides. That'll be 4 that are entirely new to the brand, okay, including their 2 family raft varieties too. One's called Sunsoak, I like that. The other's called Turning Tides. Also 2 dueling racing currents, as well as a mini racers, double slide, and mini twister for guests as short as 3 feet, okay? Also, they've got their dry treehouse adventure trail, which completes with their own dry slide and also netted bridges and more tile areas too, which is great. In addition, we've got other offerings include a ropes course, a night illuminated miniature golf course, sports court, televised sports, also jogging track, also arcade spaces, including their Vault Retrocade, also additional outdoor games, for instance, like Think Pool and Giant Genera. Also, their Sensation Point will be open into the evening with extended water park hours, DJ events, also special activities too, and they've got food and drink options. Will also showcase Sensation Zips for slashes and more. Also, Big Chicken, Swirl's Ice Cream Parlor, and their scenic overview will be a bar, which is ideal for sunset vistas too. As far as kids' facilities, they've got as a cruise line that sails most of the families, totaling about 1 million children annually, yes. The festival will have a dedicated area and open deck experiences for Carnival's Turtles program, which is geared towards kids ages 6 months to 2 years old. They can go to Carnival Turtles program, okay? So if your kids maybe 6 months, 2 years old, they can go to Carnival's Turtles program. Don't you love that name? Carnival's Turtle program, yes. Also, the line's overall onboard youth portal programs are really, really expanded too. It's really great too. So they're doing some great things too. As far as dining, The very exciting option is the Mardi Gras, which also will be sailing from Port Canaveral. The Emerald Lagasse, he's the chief culinary officer for Carnival, and the line's food and beverage team are really working on some new options. One's going to actually swap out shebang. Joining the ship are going to be guest experience, including Guy's Burger Joint, very famous, Pig and Anchor Smokehouse, Brewhouse, and also Big Chicken, too. And the Carnival Tropical is going to carry over many of the features from the festival, while also introducing some of its own concepts and themes, like the Jubilee, which also sails from the same state. Tropical will actually sport their Star of Texas on its bow, too. So once again, should be sailing out of Texas, Dallas, Texas. It's a really great place to go to. I was there last year when another cruise line started sailing them, too. Really great, too. So once again, Christine Duffy, the president of Carnival Cruise Line, mentioned the Carnival Tropical is going to really be joining our Galveston lineup with the celebration of both our history and our future in Texas. For more than 25 years, Texas has really been the heart of Carnival's growth, and this new Excel class ship ensures we continue to really deliver unforgettable experiences for our guests in and around the state. So definitely keep in mind, it's really great too. I love it. Really great too. So yes. As far as more ships coming out, of course, too, we've got more. We've got, as mentioned, Explorer Journeys. So new ships coming out this August. Explorer 3. We've got, of course, the MSC Cruises, the MSC Worldwide Ages coming out later on this year, end of this year. Okay, in the fall. And also we've got, who else has got a new ship coming out too? Oh, yes, we've got Legend of Seas. That's actually Royal Caribbean's newest ship coming out shortly. They just acquired her. And this is one that also has a special officer on board the ship, too. We'll share more about that later on in my show today. But Royal Caribbean is the only cruise line that actually has a chief dog officer now on 3 of their ships. Okay? Why? Who doesn't like dogs? Come on. I love dogs. Had them in the past. I'm a dog now, but my puppy niece, Miss Zoe, she's a good niece. My puppy niece, we wrote a second book together during COVID-19, but also with Royal Caribbean, they launched their first chief dog officer in Icon Seas 2 years ago. Okay, so Icon Seas had their first chief dog officer 2 years ago. Yes, her name is Rover, Golden Retriever, and it's the first cruise line actually have a chief dog officer. Okay. And I wrote about this when it came out too. Really, really cute too, because I actually got pictures of Rover in the bridge with the captain, but she wasn't driving the ship with her paws. Okay, she's there to create happiness and fun for not only their guests on board, but also their staff members too, because they really miss their families and dogs like families. Believe me, you talk to them, right? Don't you talk to your dog? I used to talk to my dogs all the time. Also, then last year, they introduced their new ship, Star Seas. Okay. And that's when they had Sailor. Yes, love the name. Sailor came out. And now their new chief dog officer is Skipper. Yes. And she's got her stripes today, too. Really great, too. I'll show her some pictures later on. But she's really cute. And she's going to be christened later this month in July, I think. And she's overseas right now, but just really great, too. But how fun, because once again, the idea how they came about the chief dog officer is kind of fun. Michael Bailey shared more about that too in a previous episode where we found some great videos. But what's really great too is with Legend Season coming out this July, and it's actually it covered approximately 5,510 staff members. I'm sorry, guests on board, and she goes sailing in the Mediterranean now this summer. And then year-round Western and Eastern, and I think Southern Caribbean itineraries too. And once again, she's going to be christened later on this July because they just acquired the ship. And I guess Skipper got her stripes today too. So I think she's probably over on the ship right now before it sails out officially. I'll share more when I find out when she's going to be christened too. And I don't know who the godmother is, but how fun too. Because once again, dogs really, really do great things. They really create smiles to make people happy, including their staff members too. And she's so, so cute. I mean, Michael Bailey shared some great videos on YouTube. We would take Skipper to the office. Really cute. people grabbed. In fact, Vicki Free, she's a senior executive VP at Miller for years, great person, Doug Lover. She was holding Skipper and says, she told Michael Bailey, this is, I think I'm going to take Skipper home with me tonight, okay? You can't take her home. I'm going to take her home with me. Really fun, too. She's telling her boss she's going to take Skipper home with her that night, which is great because otherwise she stayed with Michael Bailey present. Really cute, too. So that's coming out later on, too. So really fun, too. Also, as mentioned, about the Seven Seas Prestige is coming out. That's Region 7 Seas ship is coming out this year. Don't know when, but then going into 2027, Explorer News has new ships coming out too. Their Explorer 5, 4, 5, and 6 come out in 2027. And then their Explorer other ships coming out in 2028. These are very ultra luxury ships too. And they just accommodate 929 guests. Really, really gorgeous. Also, with the Norwegian Cruise Line, they've got their Prima class ships. They've got 2 coming out later. They've got their 5th and 6th Prima class ships coming out in 2027 and 2028. Don't know the names yet, but the Carnival Vessel, which I talked about, is coming out. That's Carnival Cruise Line's new ship coming out in 2027. And she'll have I think 6,400 guests too, based on double occupancy too. Also, we've got Disney Cruise Line's got their 4th class Wish class ship too coming in 2027. They haven't shown exactly when she's going to be sailing where, but also then the Carnival Tropical is coming out in 2028. And we've got some Viking ships coming out too. Also, what else? Okay, MSC Cruises have got more ships coming out too. Beyond the World Atlantic coming up next year. And then they've got her, maybe this is going to be the Caribbean. And then we've got the those ships coming out. They've got more ships coming out in 29, 2030, which is great too. So once again, keep in mind too, because we've got good ships coming out too, like crazy, which is really good too. So once again, great things. And I think I mentioned before in my previous episode, but what's really great too is with Princess Cruises, for a long time, I fell out with cruising because, of course, Love Boat TV series, and they're filming on Princess Cruise ship, which is great too. But also, they were known for different things, but also known Alaska. But also, what they're doing now is they announced actually recently they've got their largest ever Europe season coming up in 2028. So 2 years will be the largest ever coming up in 2028 too. And they mentioned this, they unveiled this on June 2nd. But the most expansive Europe season in 2028 is going to have 291 departures across 150 unique itineraries aboard 6 of their ships, sailing throughout Northern Europe, the Mediterranean, also the transatlantic voyages too. And what's great too is they're on sale right now, so you can actually book out further out too. And the season includes 7 to 53 day sailings, visiting 128 different destinations in 37 countries. Also, access to 101 UNESCO World Heritage sites, which is really great too. Once again, it's going to be new for the season. It's going to be Princess Cruises' first calls in Galway, and it's called Killybegs in Ireland. Okay, look it up. I heard of it. It's called Killybegs in Ireland, as well as the debut of their new Pole to Pole Odyssey, an extended voyage linking Antarctica and the Arctic too, which is really great too. So just really fun too, because once again, Princess Cruises for years became very, very famous with Love Boat, but also they're expanding their European season too, which is really great too, with more ships and itineraries too. And as far as what's new for Europe in 2028, they mentioned this. Their season really represents the largest European deployment in Princess Cruises history. This includes, once again, 291 different departures across 150 itineraries. They've got 120 destinations in 37 countries, 6 ships, okay, with 13 different departure ports. These include, the 6 ships include the Caribbean Princess, Enchanted Princess, the Majestic Princess, the Regal Princess, Sky Princess, and Sun Princess too. And they've got, as mentioned, I love it. I gotta look up Killy Bags, okay, in Ireland. So gonna be doing mating calls to Galway, also Killy Bags in Ireland, which brings guests to Ireland's rugged and culturally rich western coast for the first time too. And also they've got, as mentioned, access to 101 different UNESCO World Heritage Sites too, which is great too. Once again, too, with Princess Cruises, their European itineraries really go beyond the traditional sightseeing. It's really a good way to really kind of embrace culture, immersion, and local connection too, which is great too. And Northern Europe, Mediterranean, transatlantic voyages too. And once again, they mentioned it's kind of fun too. They mentioned even easier to get there. Guests can also simplify their travel planning through Princess Easy Air, which offers commuter airfare 24/7 to port, and also flexible options too. So once again, it's another way to kind of explore Europe. If you've never been there, it's a good way to explore Europe too. But also keep in mind too, because once again, we've got options as far as Europe cruising. Great cruise lines too that also get river cruising too, which use that too. It's really great too. So once again, it's a great way to kind of sail and see different things too in Europe. Maybe you haven't seen before because it's kind of history too, you know. And okay, as far as ships I mentioned too, coming out next year, I mentioned those. We've got more ships coming 2028 too, and beyond. Let's see here. I know that. Okay, Summit Cruises, besides launching into Europe, river cruising next year, Celebrity River Cruises, they've got their 6th Edge class ship is going to be coming out 2028. And this has a guest capacity of just going to be 3,260 guests. That's so cruises. That's their Edge class ships. They're beautiful. Also, Oceania Sonata, which is Oceania Cruises, will be coming out in summer in 2027. And we've got MC Cruises or MC World Atlantic is going to be coming out and sailing from Port Canaveral. So once again, too, is when you think about changing your cruise, remember that you've got options where you want to depart from too. Originally, when the cruise industry started years ago, over 50-some years ago, they sailed from Port Miami. That was the core of the business. Then they were able to expand and have some ships sail out of Fort Lauderdale, Port Everglades. Also, another one was Port Canaveral, because years ago, there's really, really great cruise line called Premier Cruise Lines. They're called the Big Red Boat. And they became the official cruise line Walt Disney World. It was great because you see a lot of Port Canaveral. Then later on, they got sold off, went under, but also Disney Cruise Line does sail out of Port Canaveral. Plus, you're seeing a lot of cruise lines that are sailing out of Port Canaveral, which is like an hour away from Orlando. It's really great too. So definitely keep it in mind because it's really great to really explore these kinds of things too. And also another one, of course, is Port Galveston in Texas. And also, we got ships to sail in different places too, out of New York. Of course, Alaska season is going on right now. You can take Alaskan cruise, not just from Vancouver, but also from sailing from Seattle, which is great too. Options like crazy, which is really great too. Also, you'll see expedition cruising, which is really great too. They can go different places too, and just different places to really sail from. Another one actually is with AMA Waterways, because they just launched their second ship sailing on the Magdalena River in South America, which is really great too. So keep in mind too, because there's so many options out there too. And depending on the year, when you want to go, and different itineraries too, and also where you want to sail from too. We've got so many choices too. And it's really fun because once again, cruising is a way to really relax too. Another one that came up too, actually last year, was actually sailing on the 5 Great Lakes. And that was really great because Virgin Voyages, not Virgin Voyages, but also as Victory Cruise Line started their 5 Great Lakes cruises last year. I got a chance to do it last year. Really pretty. They sailed from Toronto, 5 Great Lakes to Chicago, Navy Pier through the 5 Great Lakes to Toronto. And that's really great too, because once again, you can actually dock right there. They offer free shore excursion every place you go to, which is great too. And as mentioned, just wonderful options too. Okay. And the other cruise line I think offers Great Lakes would be American Cruise Lines too, of course, but also it's really great that Quebec City Cruise Lines did restart again last year. They're owned by the company comes in, but they got bought out. The ships got bought out, and I got just it last year. So once again, it's a very good way to kind of explore different places in the U.S. The five Great Lakes. One, it was really fun too. Went to Niagara Falls, which really fun too. Never been there. Okay, I made sure I did get wet. Have your umbrella. But anyway, also went to Mackinac Island. That's the place, but doesn't allow any vehicles right there. Okay, no cars allowed. Okay, and the ship is a small dock right there, which is really great too. Once again, people get around with bikes, horse-drawn carriages. They provide you with a free tour, company tour every place you go to. So I did a big horse-drawn carriage, really, really pretty to finally go there. I heard it like crazy, really pretty too. So yes, and but different options too, like crazy. So definitely you might know what the five Great Lake cruises they do end in the fall because the weather gets too bad. Then they will start back up in spring too. So keep in mind too. And just a lot of good things going on too, as far as new ships coming out and different experiences on board. And also how fun that you've got a cruise line that actually has a chief dog officer on board now. There's one, her name is Skipper. She just got her stripes officially. So she actually got her stripes, which is really great too. And that's Royal Caribbean. Their new ship comes out later on this month, Legend of the Seas. And also they've got their two other chief dog officers already on their ships, not driving the ship with their paw, but they've got Rover on Icon Seas, and they've got Sailor on Star Seas, who came out last year. Of course, really fun too is Skipper as their new chief dog officer, and she got her new stripes. I think this week or just today, maybe. She's really cute though.
She got her stripes. I was trying to get those pictures up, but it was not cooperating and everything like that. So we'll see if we can get those up. Might have to put them on after the show and everything
Okay.
like that. There were some great pictures, and I definitely was enjoying seeing her in her stripes and everything like that because she got her stripes. And there was also some videos that I did see of people that were enjoying time with her as well. So definitely was some amazing.
Oh yes, I mean, Michael Bailey would bring her to the office.
Brought her to the office and just was having a good old time with her. So like
Oh
I said,
yeah, like I said, my friend Vicki Free, she's a senior executive vice president. She was in the office with Michael Bailey, and she's holding Skipper. And she told Michael, "I says I'm going to take her home tonight. Okay, I'll keep her tonight. Don't worry about it." But how funny!
That was funny. She was going to have her own moment with the new dog and everything like that. So she was going to be like, "Look, this is my dog now. You thought it was your dog, but it's actually
yeah, right."
Dog.
Really fun. She's so cute. She is
so
cute.
Very cute. Like I said, I was just amazed and everything like that. I was going like, this is just an amazing dog and having some fun in the ship. And the people were really enjoying her as well. So it was really interesting to see that video that I did see and everything like that. I was trying to download it, but my phone and computer were not cooperating. Sometimes that happens. So
Here's a picture real quick too. Just here's a picture. Let me show you real quick here too, if you can see it or not. It's really kind of cute though.
Oh yeah, that's a great picture.
It is, but amazing, you know.
Yeah. She looks very amazing, and like I said, the folks are having fun with her and
cute.
everything like that. She's so cute.
She's so cute, amazing. But this is the picture I love the most. This is her getting her stripes.
Yeah, that's the picture I was looking for. Yeah, that's her getting her stripes. And did you have the picture? Yes, she got her little diploma and her stripes and everything like that. It's amazing.
Yep. I don't know how hard she had to study to get the stripes, but maybe she had to study hard. I don't know, but she passed the test, which is really great too. And this is actually kind of fun too.
I wonder what the test involved.
Sorry. But so cute, amazing. I mean, the thing is, she's there to create happiness and smiles for people on the ship too, that work on the ship too, the crew members.
Yeah, she's definitely there to help the crew members and have them have a good time and everything like that. So she's having a good time. They're having a good time, and everybody is enjoying themselves.
And they're still members of their company headquarters. I mean, he's brought to work several times. Okay.
She's having a great time.
She's so cute.
Oh, she's too cute. She is much too cute and everything like that. She was just having way too much fun. I'm sitting there going like, I wish I had that job because she was just having more fun than she'd be allowed and everything like that. So it was definitely fun watching her have that amazing time and all along those lines. So she was just having a grand old time and was thoroughly enjoying herself and everything like that. I was going like, this looks like an amazing job for a dog to have and everything like that. So I was going like, this
Yes,
is too
yes.
crazy. Every dog should have that kind of life and everything like that. But yeah,
And
it's
I
really
think it's too, it's like she brings so much happiness to people, even when he's part of the headquarters. Amazing. He'll bring her in and people want to just pet her, hold her. I mean, she's so cute. The point is, I think honestly, some companies maybe they need to think of maybe having of course, it wouldn't be for cruise line, but maybe some companies should think about maybe having their own, what was it, coming dog officer, maybe
hey, maybe they're
instead
going to
or
be
whatever.
yeah, because I know that the Bulls, which is the minor league team here, they have Willie Bull, which is actually a mascot, and of course the Canes had Stormy. So a number of these teams will have mascots, and sometimes they'll be living mascots as well, and everything like that. So maybe a lot of corporations, whatever their business is, need to consider having a chief dog officer as their mascot and everything like that. So that could be
They
truly
need
wonderful.
that. I mean, I'm going to work another book down the road too, because originally, years and years ago, dogs lived in dog houses outside. Okay, they
Dog,
did. They did.
yeah,
The funny thing is, my dad a long time ago, he had a Brazier Dairy Queen. It was very nice. Somebody tried to break in, so somebody tried to went and get you know, was it a guard dog? Right? He did.
yeah. Because my dad had a turtle. Turtle passed away because they can live a long life, but he had some sort of an ailment. But it was a Buttercup. Yes, the turtle had an unusual name, but Buttercup lived outside in a doghouse. So Buttercup actually lived in a doghouse because he was a land tortoise. So my dad had a
Okay.
land tortoise as a pet and everything like that, and that was named Buttercup. And he lived out there. I think he lived for multiple years, probably like about because they can live up to like 20, 30, 40, maybe even 100
Oh
years. So
yeah.
Buttercup may have lived to be about 10 or 12, but he lived a long life, but then he got caught up in a disease. But I did find one of those videos. I was hoping I could get one of them up before we got out of here. This is about a minute
That's
video
great.
everything like that. So let's watch this particular video and then we can get ready to get out of here. But check this video
Yes.
out
Yes.
of
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Skipper. Let's check this out.
Yes. She's home.
So,
She's home. How cute. I love that she's home. Okay.
yeah,
And the funny thing is, she's got her own suitcase.
she has her own suitcase and everything like that. So she's got her own suitcase and everything like that. So that is truly wonderful that she got her own suitcase. But we had a couple of the other videos, including a 19-second one from Virgin Voyages, and I think there was another one of the cruise lines as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to get
Yeah.
out of here
Real
with
quick
these
too is
two
the
as
good.
well.
Yeah, the good thing too about Skipper is with the chief dog officer, they don't have to have a passport.
Mm-mm.
No, they don't.
Nope, don't have to have a passport. So we'll see
Enough
this one.
fun. I'm home. She's home. It's like, oh my god, that is great.
That was
I'm crying
very
like
great.
joy. Oh my gosh.
That was amazing. That was a fun video. When I found out, I knew I had to download that one. And I'm glad you showed the pictures as well. But let's check out this from Virgin and the founder, Richard Branson. It's a short one. And then we got another one of the ones as well. But this is them, Lady Seattle to Alaska with Richard
Yes.
Branson. So let's check
Oh,
this
he's amazing. I've not met him. He's such an amazing person. Amazing person. Just amazing.
Yep, truly amazing. Well, this is
Sir
him.
Richard Branson playing chess this afternoon. It was on the lineup. You had the opportunity to challenge him in a game of chess. I got to watch him play against some of the other sailors, and what was rad was everyone was just hanging out in the meantime, whether in the hot tub, like we have everyone over here, or playing pickleball, which I'm about to go do again. But it was an awesome afternoon of watching him play. He loves that game.
Yeah, apparently he's a big chess fan, and I know that the founder of the network, Nick Palveda, is a big chess fan. We have a chess show that airs here on the network every Saturday, and there are a number of chess fans here on the network, so maybe they'll go on that cruise and challenge Richard Branson to a game. But let's check out this particular video, which I believe is of another one of the cruise lines, and then we'll get ready to get on out of here. But it's another great step with good ship happening as always. So let's get ready to get on out of here.
Sea views for days, runs I'm actually excited to go on, and breakfast mojitos because it's tradition on vacation, right? Oh, and when I tell you the Virgin Voyages food is absolutely unreal, and it's all included, it almost feels too good to be true. Cheers to that, right? This has been truly amazing, but next time, you really need to be here.